So in today's YouTube video, we're going to be going over the top 5 best loadouts right now for Season 5. A lot of meta changes have switched it around. A lot of stuff is brand new, especially weapons that never got touched here in Warzone actually got touched in today's patch notes. But I'm going to be giving you guys my top 5 best loadouts to use right now here for Rebirth, Caldera, and especially as always, Fortune Keep. Enjoy today's video, man. Leave a like, hit the subscribe button, guys, brand new, and let's get right to the loadouts for them. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so the first gun we're going to be talking about is the Grog 5.56. Now, everybody's been talking about, especially once they've seen the patch notes, that the Grog is going to be meta, it's going to be king. You guys can let me know down in the comment section how y'all feel about the Grog, especially by using it as of right now. So for the most, you guys got rockets that monolithic suppressor for your sound suppressor in your damage range. For the barrel, I will 100% say uses the Tempest 26.4 Archangel barrel. West is about your damage range, your bullet velocity, and your recoil control. The optic, now I'm going to tell you guys, man, is 2 best optics for any of the Modern Warfare guns. And I'm telling you guys, man, because I've been playing Warzone for like a long time. Like, I've been playing it since like the beginning. It's going to be the Corporate Compact Hollow Sight, or if you guys want to rock, it's the VLK. Now, the VLK, 100%, I would say is going to be the recommended one because it has a 3x zoomed in scope, but it's all preference on which reticle you guys have. Now, that's going to be the best one, I would tell y'all, man. So for the magazine, it's all preference on which one would you guys rather rock, but the magazine really doesn't make a difference. It's all about just the ADS speed, and especially if you guys want to save, it's like 10 extra bullets or not. But I would say, please rock us the 60 round magazine. It's going to be the best one for y'all. For the underbarrel, it's going to be the Commando foregrip for your recoil stabilization and your aim and stability. The next gun on the list, man, we got is the Armored Girl. Legit, I know a lot of people are going to say, this gun got a nerf. Why are you showing us this gun? We should be seeing something that is legit got touched whatsoever. But majority of the guns that got touched in like the past notes does not be used and will probably not be used. So I'm gonna let y'all know, man, like, listen, if you guys are gonna rock around with like a P90, a Striker 45, let me know down in the comment section, because I want to know what type of lobbies you guys got. I just want to know. For the most, you guys got rockets that recoil booster for your plus fire rate, which actually does help us the TTK for any of the Vanguard SMGs or assault rifles. It's all preference, but I would at least say the recoil boost is going to be the best one. For the barrel, the best barrel, in my opinion, for the Armored Girl is still going to be the 550mm barrel, which actually does help out your recoil control, your accuracy, your flinch resistance, your bullet velocity, and a reduced scope sway. Now, the barrel actually did receive a nerf, but it didn't seem like a crazy nerf, especially for the Armored Girl. It's still going to be a used SMG. A lot of people might not use it in the beginning, but it's still going to be a used SMG, especially like tournaments, customs, like whatever you guys actually play all the time, solos, quads, whatever. The Armored Girl is still going to be a SMG that people are still going to use, especially for that barrel is going to be the best one. The optic is still going to be the slight reflector, which actually does help out a lot of with the SMGs, especially is a good optic in my opinion. It's all basically any optic is all preference up to you guys. I'm just letting y'all know. For the stock is going to be the folding stock now, because as you just help out your spread the fire and your plus movement speed. If you do want to rock as the skeletal again, the skeletal in my opinion is going to be the best one, but it actually did receive like a crazy nerf to it, so I would probably actually say the SA folding stock is going to be the best one to help you guys out. Now, coming out for the perk one is all preference up to you guys. If you guys want to rock, because of course it's vital, which it just helps us with your increased torso damage, which is actually going to be a good perk for up close range. But it actually does take away is your recoil control and your accuracy, and we don't want that. So I would actually recommend the hard scope, which actually does help us your recoil control. Especially I'm helping out all the console players, because I know a lot of people that's probably watching this video is going to be on console. But let me know down in the comment section which one are you guys playing on right now, console, PC. I just want to know. Shit, even on phone will actually be helpful. Quick is going to be the best perk for any of the SMGs. Rear grip for the Armored Girl, I would actually recommend is using its hatchet grip, because as you just help out your recoil control, your vertical and your horizontal recoil control, my fault. But it actually does help us with your flinch resistance, especially for all my console people, especially for like a range build like this. The hatchet grip is going to be the best one. Coming down for the magazine, you guys want to rock that 60 round mag, because as you just help out, it's actually going to be the best mag for this one. And because I know a lot of people are probably going to say, why not the 17 round magazine? It's good, don't get me wrong, but that plus fire rate is what's needed, especially for that recoil control and your accuracy. Especially for any type of range fight, the Armored Girl is actually a pretty good range fight, but you just need that recoil control and your accuracy just to help it out. Ammunition, in my opinion, is still going to be the elite thing for your bullet velocity, and especially for the underbarrel for the Armored Girl, I would actually recommend using the skeletal, where I say this help out your aim down sight speed and your plus movement speed. Don't really worry about the more of like the recoil, because legit this whole entire build itself can help you guys out. You just need is more ADS speed with this build, and I actually got you guys the best one. The next gun we're gonna be talking about is the H4 Blixen. Now legit, I know for all the H4 Blixen lovers, man, you guys gonna be probably thrilled, but somewhat probably not, and I'm gonna tell y'all why after explaining everything in this class up for it. So for the muzzle, you guys got rockets that recoil booster for the plus 5 rate. 50 barrel, I'm gonna be explaining this very carefully because I know a lot of people are gonna be saying like, why not, why we can't use this, why we can't use that. I'm gonna tell y'all this, the F3 barrel is still gonna be usable, but you guys gotta think about this, right? It's not gonna be the best barrel as long as it is, and I'm gonna tell you guys why. Now the custom barrel is gonna be as an up close range build, but it's all preference on which one you guys rock. Now, if you want to rock that RMK barrel, I would say please do. The F3 barrel is going to be a little bit good, but they actually decrease the recoil control by a lot. So it's all preference on which one would you guys rather rock, but I'm going to explain a little bit more of the attachments later on in the video just to help you guys out. The optic is all preference up to you guys, but for me, I still say it's the slight reflector is going to be the best one. For your stock, it's still going to be the remove stock for your plus movement speed, your sprint to fire, and your aim it down sight time. For the perk 1, it's still going to be as fleet, and the perk 2 is still going to be as quick. Rear grip is all up to you guys, but for me, I would actually say the tape grip is going to be the best option for your aim it down sight speed, your plus movement speed, your weapon swap quickness, and your sprint to fire. Oh, I say aim it down sight speed. Your aim is the ability. That's my fault for that one. Now, I'm explaining this very carefully, and I'm gonna say this why, because I'm gonna say this right now in the beginning. Now, the Gorenko 54 round magazine did receive a nerf to it. Now, it received a nerf, and they actually removed the headshot damage. Now, you're probably saying right now, like, why do I actually say it right now? Well, this is before the update, but I'm gonna get you guys right once the update actually drops. The Gorenko 54 round mag is still gonna be a good option in my opinion, but you just won't get that headshot bonus that you always like to prefer. Now, the Gorenko 36 round mag is a little bit good. Now, don't get me wrong, you do get it, your aim it down sight speed, you increase torso damage, and you hit fire damage. The difference is you just won't get more of a third bonus, if you guys want to say. It's all preference up to you guys, but I know a lot of people probably want to say, well, why not the 17 round mag? The 17 round mag is not, in my opinion, it's not a good option, in my opinion, because you just won't get your recoil control and your accuracy. You just won't get none of like the bonus that you always like want out of Gorenko rounds with them. So it's all ways of just how you want to see it as. Just kind of just look at your options, just see what you want. If you still want to rock the Gorenko 50 round mag, it's all preface, but I'm gonna tell you, man, the 36 one is going to be the best one in my opinion as of right now. And for the underbarrel, is still going to rock that compact stock, where it should help with your aim and walk movement speed and reduce sway while aiming down sight. The next gun we got on our list is the Automaton. Now legit, I've been seeing a lot of people, especially pro players, streamers, everybody has been rocking the Automaton lately. Especially in tournaments, the Automaton is actually been feeling like a good option to actually kind of use. So for the muzzle, you guys got rocks that MX Silencer, which should help us with your horizontal, your vertical recoil control, and your damage range. Now, coming down to the barrel, I would actually say it's going to be the 600mm barrel, which actually does help us with your highly accuracy and controllable, and actually does reduce the sway while aiming down sight. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of other barrels that you might think is going to be the best option. Maybe you might say like the Empress barrel is going to be good, the the sniper barrel. Listen, I don't know what the hell that says. Listen, I didn't go to school for that long. I dropped out. Just letting y'all know, man. I dropped out of school, man. The sniper barrel is probably gonna be a good option, but I would actually say for any of the long range barrels, the 600mm barrel is gonna be the best one. Coming down to the optic now, it's still gonna be the SVT scope, but I'm gonna tell you guys why this is gonna be the best one. Coming down to it, they actually now gave it is a glint. So for any of you guys that are probably gonna be sitting maybe like a bush, camping on top of something, they can see it, but that person won't know if it's a sniper or just anybody because the SVT scope gave it a glint now. So for any of you guys that might think you won't be seen, you could be seen from like a mile away. If that person is maybe on PC, can see from like a far distance range whatsoever, like the SVT scope is going to be the best option for the optic scope. Now, for the stock is still preface on which one, but you guys actually recommend is using. But I don't know. I've been seeing a lot of people been using is the skeletal, and I've been kind of questioning this because the skeletal is not a bad stock to use, but it's not good for for all the people that like to use this for most of like your accuracy. It actually does help with your accuracy during sustained fire, and actually does help out your flips resistance. Now, the two perfect one I would actually recommend you use probably is the padded one, or it's probably going to be the skeletal one. Now, the skeletal one is actually pretty good if you know how to control the recoil for it. This most of the PC players are probably going to use, but if you are probably on console, I would actually probably recommend using probably is the padded one, because the padded one is going to be the best option for all my console players. But I'm going to tell y'all, man, what's a good attachment here just in a little bit. Now, for the perk 1, it's still going to be your tight grip for your accuracy during sustained fire. Perk 2 is going to be as fully loaded for anybody that actually rock as an AR for Vanguard category. For the rear grip, I would actually recommend is going to be using is the Hadron grip, where it does help us your vertical and your horizontal recoil control, and actually does help us your flips resistance. Coming down to the magazine, still going to be is your 75 round mag, and for the ammunition, I would actually say you might want to rock as your lead in for your plus bullet velocity. But coming out to the best barrel, and I actually say this now because I'm kind of surprised they didn't nerf this in the patch note, it's going to be the bipod. Now, the bipod, you're probably going to say, like, well, look at the pro. It says, like, recoil control when mounting, crouching, and prone. But it kind of has, like, a little tweak around it. The bipod kind of gives it more of a best controllable while just moving around with it. I don't know, Jay Guy made a test about it. Bill been using it. Everybody's been using the bipod lately. So I'm gonna tell y'all guys, man, the bipod is gonna be the best underbarrel as of right now, especially for any Vanguard assault rifle. So really do use it on the automaton, you'll thank me later. The next gun we got on the list is gonna be the Marco 5. Now it's kind of crazy that I really don't see the Marco 5 been using here recently in Warzone, but I kind of hoping maybe for season 5, especially for the last season, the Marco 5 will actually probably get used more. So for the most, you still gotta rock that recoil booster. For the barrel, I would actually say you might want to still use the 04P barrel, which is actually going to be the best barrel for the Marco 5. It actually did receive a nice little nerf to it, but it's still manageable to still use, man. Don't worry about it. Like the Marco 5 kind of received like more of like a small little nerf to it, but it's still usable. Like that's one thing about most of these guns. Whenever they say they actually kind of nerf them, they're still usable in my opinion. It's not like a crazy nerf where I won't put like guns that people just don't use in this list. Like, come on now. For the stock, you rather want to use the FR stock, which is help us with your intel, fire recoil, your recoil recovery, your aiming on sight speed, and your plus movement speed. Now don't worry about the con, because the con really doesn't matter about an opinion, because I'm gonna help you guys out with the recoil control, especially for the gun especially. For the perk 1, I would actually say the best perk in my opinion for the Marco 5 is going to be your momentum perk. And I'm going to tell you guys why. It actually does help out your movement speed after every kill. It's actually kind of reminds me of more of like a, how can I say this? Kind of like more of like a speed boost perk, if you guys want to say this. But it's not like nothing crazy, don't get me wrong. It's nothing crazy. It's nothing crazy. But if you guys don't care about is your movement speed after a kill, but if you guys want something more like heavy, and I'm going to tell you guys why I think that the frenzy perk is going to be a good option for you guys. So for most of you guys that don't rock as like quick fix as like a perk 1, the frenzy perk in my opinion is going to be the best one for y'all, especially if you do get a kill with the Marco 5. Like this is going to be the best one for anybody that wants like another perk added into their loadout. So the frenzy perk is going to be the best one, and especially gun ho. Now gun ho is really good. It's really good. Now man, let's just say like if somebody trying to run from you, but the con is that you have to shoot while trying to chase this person, and it actually kind of helps you out a lot, especially if you guys want to rock as maybe like gun ho, but if you for like a rear grip you have is like tape grip, which the tape grip actually received was like a crazy buff in the in like the beginning of season 4. Like you might want to just rock as maybe it's like gun ho, but like I said, if you rock gun ho, you might want to rock as a tape grip for it. So it's all preference up, you guys. But like I said, momentum, frenzy, and of course gun ho is going to be the best best 3 option. My fault, but for me, I always like to rock his momentum. I just like to have some movement speed just to get out of any type situation, especially for me to play Rebirth a lot. For the perk 2 is going to be as quick, which is another of a third perk to do rock if you want to rock. It's like tape grip, gun ho. Like quick is going to be the good little option as well for like a third perk. For the rear grip, I would actually say for the Marco 5, please practice the hatch grip. Actually, this help you out with your recoil control, and actually this help out your flips resistance. It's actually going to be as a good rear grip, especially for the build I'm going to be giving you guys. It's going to be good for like medium / long range for it, and it's going to be good up close as well, so don't get me wrong, like I'm going to help you guys out. For the magazine, it's up to you guys on which two of the best mag I would actually recommend. It's probably going to be the 48 round, or you guys want to rock the Nambu 64 round drum. Now don't get me wrong, if you do rock the 64 round drum, the only good thing about it actually does help us your recoil control and your hip fire accuracy. Don't worry about the hip fire, because this is more of like just a medium / long range type of build, which a lot of you guys mostly probably is shooting at most of the time. Or if you guys are maybe like sitting in like maybe like a room, like a four corner, everybody watching the door, I would probably say please rock us the 48 round magazine, because you do not want to decrease is your bullet velocity, your movement speed, and your aiming on sight time. So I would probably actually say please use the 48 round mag, which is actually going to be the best option for y'all. For the ammunition, it's still going to be your lethal for your bullet velocity, and for the underbarrel, it's up to you guys if you guys want more of like an ADS-B with it. Well, actually does help out with your aiming on sight team, but actually does help out your plus move speed. Or you guys want to rock is the pistol grip, which the pistol grip is actually the good underbarrel to use, but you are taking away your vertical and your horizontal recoil control, which a lot of you guys probably don't like, but you guys want more of like an ADS and more of like a recoil control with it, which a lot of people, in my opinion, should actually rock is the M1915 steady underbarrel, where it just help out a lot with it. But you do want more of like your movement speed, so it's all preference. So I'm gonna tell you, man, the skeletal, the steady stock, the steady underbarrel, and the, well, it's really no point of rocking the hand stop, because the hand stop is not gonna be the best one. The steady stock is gonna be the best one for y'all. So the best two one is gonna be the skeletal, and the steady one going to be the best two options for DeMarco. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so the last one we're going to be talking about is the M4A1. Now, everybody likes this gun. I don't care. Everybody likes this gun every single season, man. So I'm going to tell you guys the best option, in my opinion, for the M1. Coming out for the muzzle, you guys are rocks that monolithic suppressor. For the barrel, the going to be is the Grenadier barrel, which is how about your damage range, your bullet velocity, and your recoil control. Optic is still going to be the same thing. It's going to be the VLK sight. For the magazine, is going to be is the 60 round, because don't get me wrong, for any of you guys are probably saying, well, what's the difference between like a bigger mag slash a small mag, but it's more of like just all preference and stuff like that. Well, the difference is with any of the Modern Warfare guns, they always have is like a slow ADS speed. No matter if it's an AR, SMG, majority of the Modern Warfare guns, movement speed slash ADS speed has always been terrible throughout the season. So I try to get you guys right, especially for any of the guns, especially for like an AR build. It's not really mostly worrying about your ADS speed, but don't put nothing too crazy on the guns. Don't put nothing too crazy, but it's always just best preference on which one you guys would rather rock. So this is going to be the best M4A1 build, just to let you guys know. I do know a lot of people are going to say, well, if you do rock as a VLK, what's going to be the best reticle for it? I'm going to tell you, man, the T-pose is going to be the best one. If you don't have it, man, really do grind Plunder out, man. Or if you do have Modern Warfare for the weekend or whatever, which I think it should be like a free-to-play weekend for Modern Warfare to come out. You guys should be rocking the VLK and try to grind us the reticle. The T-pose by far is going to be the best reticle. So that's mostly it, man. I hope you guys did enjoy today's video. I hope I got you guys right for the next season, man. I'm really excited just to get down, just to play for the last time, so we can hop right into Warzone 2, man. It's legit in a couple months, man. I'm really excited. But as always, man, see you guys in tomorrow's YouTube video.